looking at a tree diagram for chain rule. Look at the case we have here. We have z as a functions of x and y, and s is a functions of x and t. Likewise, your y for this, you can get the formula for this. The chain rule is going to be this. The z is a functions of what? It's a functions of these two variables. Each of those variables are also functions of what? X and t. So we can quickly get the required equation, and that will be equal to del z del. Don't forget that it's a function of two variables here, and each of those functions is a function of what? X and t. So it's going to be del z del the first one, x, equal to. We are going to get also del z del the second one, del t. What we mean by this one is just the partial derivative respect to x, partial derivative respect to t. Okay, so that's the meaning of del z del x, del z del t. So let's see the equation for that. So this one is going to be what? We can write this as what? Del f is a partial is a function of two variables. Okay, del f, the first one, del x, and when you stop here, del x over what you have here, del x, then plus del f del the second variable del y times the variable here, what you have here, del y del this place, del x. Del x times del x, the second one, the second one here, del t, then plus del f del y times what you have here, del y over del t. Use a tree diagram to write down the chain rule for the given derivatives. The w, the t, for w equal to, which means w is a function of x. We have x is a function of t. Y also we have this one, y, this, and we have this. So for the first case, the tree diagram is going to be this. W is a function of three variables, and this one is a function of what? The functions of t. This one is a function of t. This one is a function of t. Okay, so we can write the w, the t, be equal to. That will be equal to. You differentiate each of these partially. That will be del f, del x times this s is a function of t. So you're going to differentiate this x respect to t, and that will be what? Dx dt. Do this one also. Differentiate this one, w, partially respect to y, and that will be del f del y. And this y is a function of just one variable, that's t. And that will be dy dt. And then plus the last one, z, you are differentiating this w respect to this function, and then times, and then this z is a function of just one variable, and that would be what? The z dt. And don't forget what I said at the introduction, that shape this one respect to x. So that's the x, which is the same thing as what? Del f, del x. This and this are the same thing. This one, if you differentiate it partially respect to y, that's del w over what? Del y, which is the same thing as what? Del f, del what? Del y. Okay, and this w also, if you differentiate it partially respect to z, which is what? del W, del Z is also the same thing as what? Del F, del what? Del Z. But we have the W as a functions of three different variables, and these are the variables. And each of those variables, they are also functions of what? Three different variables: X, T, R. So let's get the equation. We just need one, because if you want to get all the equation, it will be too much. So we're just told to find del W, del what? Del R. Del W, del R will be equal to, we're going to get here del W, del X. So the partial derivative respect to X, also partial derivative of this function respect to Y, partial derivative of this function respect to what? Respect to Z. So those three are very important. And don't forget, we've said that this is a function of what? Y, Z. So I can also write this one as what? Del F, del Y. I can write this one as what? Del F, del X. I can write this one as what? Del F, del what? Del Z. Okay? It's going to be del F, del X, and where you stop here, times del X over what you have here. Okay? Because here also, if you want to solve it fully, you need to get here, you need to get this one. Also, you need to get the second one, you need to get this one over this. And for the third one, you need to get this over what? Over this. Likewise, this one also. Okay? And likewise, this one also. Let's continue. That will be plus del F. Then the next variable, that will be what? Del Y times del Y all over plus del F, del Z times del Z over what? Over del R. All of them, the last one must make reference to this what? To this plane. Let me just go for that. So that's the answer to that. If you want to get del W, del T, it's going to be what? It's going to be this. So that's that for del W, del T. Everything the same, just this one will be changing. With respect to T, del X, del T, del Y, del T, del Z, del T. So that's that.